I remember when we were strong. Back in the days before King Tenebrae and his royal guard, and the people of Amosran took up their own arms for fun and profit. Before all that, there was just us, the Viridian Outriders. We kept the roads and trails safe and secure, with homes and forts scattered about and locales civilized and not. Time passed, and we have been replaced. And yet, I hear the rumblings and murmurs of the roads being less safe than they had been. Monsters sniffing around in smaller towns and magic acting oddly. Who knows? Maybe we'll be needed again. And welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I remain your GM. Today, we have finally arrived at the 69th Annual Bearing Fish Chili Cookoff and Harvest Festival. Thank you to our backers, Xander, Jeremy, and Connor, for their support. If you like what you hear, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, and maybe try checking out some of the other shows on the network. But with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down Another Path. And with me buying Death Stranding today, because that apparently runs like a fucking dream on the deck, and I'm looking for something a little more narrative. A little bit. Slasher's Keep is fun.
Yeah, that's probably good deck. Hey Chase, you want to tell us about your deck?
My deck is solid.
You got that OLED?
No, of course I don't have an OLED.
You don't have an OLED deck?
I've had my deck for like a year.
So it's not bigger and brighter?
It's not brighter, but it's about the same size.
Look, it still gets the job done.
Look.
You don't have to plug it in, the batteries aren't dying?
I'm not taking this thing outside, if you know what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ, it's been too long. It's been too long since the asinine bits.
Hey, I'm a dad now.
You're a dad.
I'm a
now.
father.
Daddy master. Wait, no.
Nope.
Immediate ripcord on that bit.
The word is zaddy. No, I'm kidding.
Now I know I like to get nasty, but no.
Retreating swiftly away from that bit.
We're going to set that bit on fire and throw it out the window.
I have had an entire Christmas ale before recording.
Good.
Kaya's doing well. He is starting daycare tomorrow. My wife is going back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. All good things.
It's a
Life
lot.
moves on. Hey, Chase. It's a lot, isn't it?
It's a fucking lot.
Hey, it's a lot.
Here's the thing. It has become, and I'm knocking on wood as I say this, less since we crossed the 2.5 month mark.
Oh boy, just hold on, my dude.
I know. My refrain has been someday he will give us different problems.
Yes.
They're not going to be better. They're not going to be worse. They're just going to be different. And I'm looking forward to the different problems. I am looking forward to when he can sass me, because it means I'm not going to have to guess why he is angry.
My dude, I am in my 30s, and I still don't know why I'm angry half the time.
Tell me about it.
But also, humans, in my opinion, need to evolve, because humans are just not able to do anything for a couple years, and giraffes get up within seconds and just walk away.
Is it because of the necks or the legs? What do you think?
I don't know, but I think we need one of them.
Well, I think it would be 4 legs.
No,
or at least
here's
2.
the thing. I don't need him to be moving sooner, because I did just spend the holiday weekend with my extended family, specifically my wife's extended family, and they all have kids. We've had kids exactly in that family interspersed about 2 years apart, because Cassie's cousins have a 4-year-old, and her sister and her husband have a 2-year-old. And yesterday, I spent pretty much all day hanging out with my 3-month-old sleeping on my chest during the annual candy making, which I don't think I've ever explained on mic, and I'm not going to.
That's fair. Cassie and I have covered it extensively on By the Ghostlight. You can find it there.
Hey, if you want to hear about the candy making, go on and check out By the Ghostlight.
Yeah, it's a good time.
And the extended universe overlaps.
Exactly. But Greg
Yes.
was hanging out with their 2-year-old and basically just running interference to make sure that toddler did not run a house, which, doing God's work, it's what needed to be done. But I'm not looking forward to that part. And I know that's going to be a solid 3 years before I can trust the child to just not break shit constantly.
Hey, that doesn't go away.
Yeah, I know.
They just get different things that they can break.
It's different problems.
Different problems all the time. That's how that goes.
A soggy dawn climbs over the midwood, its unseen hands crawling over the treetops. Nearly a full week of rain, broken, finally. And the timing couldn't be better, for it is time. Today is the day of the 69th annual Burying Fish Chili Cookoff and Harvest Festival.
Nice.
Woo!
Let's go.
Nice.
How do you all prepare for the day? Cecil.
Yo, I gotta find this voice again. Cecil has not missed, the Fish Fest Chili Cook-Off, or the Fish Chili Festival Cook-Off, or the Fish Chili Cook-Off Festival, because it has gone through many iterations and no one has ever really decided on what it's actually called.
That's pretty good.
However, as this is the biggest year, the 69th year,
Nice.
we have finally landed on the name. Cecil is going to, as they have done for the past many years now, will of course be setting up the portable scroll, which is just a tea stand in the middle of the festival. So
Nice.
taking Katie and some of the other orphans at Cecil's tea shop for gifted youngsters and missing orphans, put them all to work, split them up, about half at the scroll, a couple at the stand. Cecil's going to be at the stand, shaking hands and giving some tea education. Then we got a couple of runners to make sure we stay stocked up, because this year, not only do we have a special tea brewed for this festival, we also have a special treat to go along with it.
We'll get to that in a bit. Arabin.
I'm so excited for this episode, guys.
Arabin, how are you preparing
All right.
for this? This is your first one, isn't it?
Yes, this is Arabin's first festival. He's super excited. He is making sure he's got everything he needs in his little knapsack. He's heard tales and he is excited to experience it. His cape is nice and pressed, ready to go. Joe Biden shades polished and on. And he is going to find some sort of wooden rod, like a long kind of like bow staff or dowel, and throughout the day he's going to try to whittle a personal jart to be used.
For the jart throw.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
traditional, it's how the festival starts, with the traditional throwing of the jar.
He's going BYOJ here.
Yaj.
Fuck, I miss you guys.
Judge.
Now is
Hold on, if
this
you
is-
say that the
this is
wrong
a-
way.
How integrated are the Outriders into the festival? Because is this a bearing festival or is this an Outrider festival?
That is a phenomenal question.
Because Jarts is an Outrider thing.
Yes and yes. It is a bearing festival 100%. However, bearing is unique in many ways, not the least of which is that the Outriders are actually fairly well represented within bearing. Throughout the rest of the Kingdom of Taggart, there might be an outpost per city of maybe 20 or so at best Outriders, and they're all on the older side. The Outriders of Bearing are actually a fairly young for the organization. There are more younger Outriders doing more work than in other parts of the kingdom. So what with the integration within the town, because there's also just more Outriders as well in the area, there is absolutely a jart throw that is a big part of this.
Jart.
I love that Chase just has this really, really good answer for why we get to throw jarts at the Fish Chili Festival.
You're fucking welcome.
That's good world building, DMs out there.
Oh, and Arabin is absolutely gonna make a beeline for a fish chili stand.
Oh, 100%.
Get his hands on that.
Excellent. Harper, what's on your docket for today? Or at least for the morning?
I'm competing. I am a proficient cook. I'm competing, goddammit.
You've got some chili in the game.
I do. Have we taken a long rest since our outing?
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure timey-wimey bullshit.
Yeah.
That's fair. How much time has passed?
It has been 3 days since you have felled the tree, so you've been back for not a lot of time.
So we
Okay.
probably got back like yesterday morning or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. On the way, I'm kind of like digging through Ignis and like I'm brainstorming my recipe for the fish chili that I'm going to make. And as part of that, I am going to deactivate the shell phones and reactivate the alchemy jug.
Hey, Griffin.
Yes.
What sound does a shell phone make when you deactivate it?
Good.
Nice.
Correct.
Thank you.
It makes the sound my radio at work makes when the battery is low, and it makes
no.
a sad radio sound.
I just imagined the AIM.
Now, and Harper has a ton of science that she wants to do vis-a-vis the samples and whatnot taken from the underground, but it's the 69th Fish Chili Festival.
It's the 69th.
Not only comes around once, it's not going to be this exciting until the 420th bearing Fish Chili Fry.
Oh, nice.
So like I've really got to show up.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting prepped. I'm going around, I'm buying ingredients. I'm like probably gonna get a rod and ride Ignis out to like Miller's Pond and like catch some fresh fish to use. I'm probably not the only one with that idea, but like, you know, it's all in good fun.
I was just about to ask if you wanted me to go catch you some fish.
If you want to come along, bud, sure. But I want to I'm gonna get prepped to make some fucking fish chili.
Excellent. All right.
I'm proficient in cook's utensils.
Excellent.
I know what I'm doing.
What's the grand prize for the fish chili
It's a
cook-off?
great question.
50 gold.
Ooh, I'll take it.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Cecil. It is the early dawn, because that's when you know you need to start preparing for the chaos that is about to ensue.
It is a chaotic day. It is a singular event, and it is one day only.
For those who are interested in the hyper-local references, I imagined you are one of the Wixes on the morning of the Black Swamp Arts Festival.
Without question.
You rise early to go ahead and start putting absolutely everything together. What are you taking out to your kiosk that you've got kind of in the main town center? Now, you've been around for long enough. Scrolls have been around for long enough. You have primo location. You've got Steak Tips location.
We have Steak Tips location and name recognition.
Absolutely. I am so sorry for everybody who has not attended the Black Swamp Arts Festival in Bowling Green, Ohio.
Because it's a great event and you should all go.
Hey, you know, legitimately, it's real good. It's
real
great
good.
time. There's great music. The food is on point. You just gotta wait in line for it, which sucks, but what are you gonna do?
That's just a festival.
It's a festival. What are you pulling together for your kiosk?
What is the weather like?
After days of rain, it's finally clearing up.
So we are going to bring floorboards, basically, to put down to cover because you need a sanitary working environment for food.
Naturally.
But also, we're going to bring along all of our portable kettles to go on the stand. And then we do have like a little back area with some shorter tables where the kids get to try to like make their own tea bags. So that's how we get
Cute.
the kids. We get the
Cute.
kids. So the parents will buy tea and stuff.
Mhm.
But this year we are. Cecil is a little bit more excited because one of the kids, one of Katie's friends, who we shall name
Mhm.
Preston.
Preston. Excellent.
Nailed it.
Preston was about 12 and is a halfling.
Okay.
A short little guy, very, very excited to make sweet treats. Not as into the tea, but we have some skill there, and he got to have some scones.
Mhm.
This year, though, Preston said, what if we made something that you could dip into the tea? And Cecil, said, that is heresy. Please stop now. and then Preston did say, but what if it made it sweeter and we could use it instead of honey? I said, okay, now you're onto something, Preston. You've got a good head on your shoulders. So we are going to, for the first time, we have a new tea that we will be debuting, as well as handmade, hot from the oven, and we have hot steamer bags to run them back and forth. Churros.
And somewhere half a world away, a shifter smiles.
You got to have churros at a festival.
Can you rename the churros to Cecil's Dippin' Sticks?
Done. Let me just Cecil quickly
Oh shit!
crosses
And you know
out
what you've
the
done, Ryan? You've brought in another Ryan character to the table with a thing for cinnamon.
You know, I sure did, didn't I? But we do have a new tea for the day. We've got a bunch of runners. We've got a couple of people set up. There's all hands on deck. It's very chaotic. We're getting the stand set up. We're getting all the tea kettle set up because we're gonna steep everything there. But we can't bring an oven, so the churros got to get run. And then we got a little kids area, and it's gonna be a good time. So we're going to have a spicy green jasmine tea. Because green tea goes, like spicy green goes with like seafood pretty well. So here's hoping. And as Cecil is hanging up the sign, he has hastily crossed out churros and written Cecil's Dippin' Sticks. And then next to it, we've clearly run out of room. So it's like a start, stop. And then just written up there is just the minnow.
Ooh.
The minnow.
The minnow. And that's the name of the tea. So
Excellent.
that's part of the name of the tea.
It's not like it's not like a pun or anything. I don't know what to do with this.
You can ask me about it in character later, and I'll tell you the pun.
Okay.
Incredible. Harper,
Mm-hmm.
you roll into the Outriders main like dining hall.
Mm-hmm.
You see Seeker Meredith, and she's talking to somebody. They're sitting at a table, and like Meredith is very clearly having a very animated conversation. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, I'm so good at those.
You're so good at those.
I'm not good at those, but that is a nat 19 for a total of 18.
As you round the corner, you see a very familiar flick of salt and pepper hair. You see your father.
I'm sorry?
One Sawyer Talk. Well, there's my girl.
Dad?
Your halfling father stands up and strides over to you, giving you a big, warm, familiar hug.
Oh, Dad, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm doing a run, girl. I gotta go down to a Mosrin, and this is the fastest way through. And I figure before the winter sets in might be a good time. And apparently my timing was real good, or at least Seeker Meredith was telling me. You said by your last letter that you had joined the Outriders, so I figured, I'd figure out where y'all were hiding these days and whatnot, and, well...
Yeah, my last
here
letter,
I am.
like 4 years ago.
And your father remembers.
Harper is like, should be excited, is filled with like so much guilt and like shame. Because it's like I've like ghosted my family because I got obsessed with Ignis and shit. Like, oh my god.
He pulls himself away from you and has his hands on your shoulder and is just looking at you.
Hi, Dad.
Wow. Look at you. And is that? And Ignis like tromps into the room.
Yeah, that's God.
This is my son.
I was gonna say, it's like I can't introduce him. This is my kid. It's like, how do I, Dad? This is Ignis. I made him.
God. You know, Brooke's family would be losing their minds over this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still. It's still a little surreal to me, and I made the damn thing. It's been kind of a whirlwind.
It moves like it thinks on its own.
Yeah, he's like fully alive in there.
Whoa, what?
Well, I mean, like, it's not like an armored tortoise. It's not like a tortoise wearing a suit of armor. It's like a machine.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. So, he kind of follows me around and helps me out with stuff. Oh shit.
Wow.
And Harper goes over and lifts the hatchback, where there is a full pot that has been stewing already, on like the crucible.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I gotta stir this every 30 minutes.
Oh.
Sorry. It's we're also in the middle of it's the
fish chili
69th
cook-off.
annual.
Yeah. You're doing that?
Well, of course I'm doing that.
All right.
Family Recipes got to compete. I was too focused on Ignis last couple of times it came around, and now's the time.
Your father is pleased as punch.
I'm kind of
freestyling.
on the Talk Family chili recipe. Don't have fish in it normally. I'm kind of freestyling.
It is typically more of like a venison or an owl bear or something like that, but this will work.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah.
What kind of what do you got in there? What do you got in there?
Let's see. There's some pike in here.
Okay.
There's some cod.
Okay.
Griffin doesn't know fish, so if I named like saltwater fish, fucking don't blast me. Ooh, trout. That's what I know. That one's for sure a freshwater fish. I know that.
All right. That's. We'll see how it turns out.
And there's gonna be a lot of beer that goes into it. Speaking of which, and I pull out my alchemy jug and I go, beer, please. And I just start adding it to the mix from the alchemy jug.
Your father rolls a nat 1 on a sleight of hand as he like pinkies in and like just fully like licks off like. All right.
It's a long cook. It's still got some time to go.
Fair enough. All right. I ain't here to judge. I'm here to see my girl.
Yeah. Well, shit, Dad. I feel bad. I'm working. Do you want to help? Like,
yeah, whatever.
Okay. I was just gonna kind of set up the stall up top side.
Sounds great.
Okay.
No, Secret Meredith's not kind of filling me in, so whatever you need, like, I'm here to help.
I kind of give Meredith a look over his shoulder of just like, what? Like,
Meredith waves you off.
Okay.
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah. Oh, not 1, but I'm lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, an 8.
No, Meredith's just kind of happy to see that your dad is here and helping you out, and yeah, just giving you the essentially leave to do whatever you need to do.
You have 2 -1 wisdom characters in this party, Chase.
Hey, DMs. It's fucking great. So yeah, you and your dad tromp off to start doing your thing.
The name's Sawyer. Talk Sawyer.
Sawyer Talk.
Yeah, thank you, Griffin, for the very detailed family life document you sent me.
You know me.
Because I have used every part of the buffalo.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah. I do family good.
Yeah.
I do at one point I want to talk to Dad about the shop and see how that's coming back to it. But instead I got like I guess I'm really making more of a gumbo, but like like a sweet and spicy gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
TBD. I'll get back to you on that.
All right.
But
All right.
I am serving it with beer from the alchemy jug and marketing it as like magic beer.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
Which is not wrong.
Arabin. The Jart contest is at noon, so you've got some time.
Okay.
What you doing?
Arabin needs to find a piece of wood that is roughly Jart sized
Okay.
that can be whittled down.
You dive into the midwood. Roll me a d12.
That is a 6.
Okay. Roll me a d20. Just flat.
That is a 15.
You're going through the surrounding woods. You don't go too far. You don't want to venture too far away. But you know from just like, previous firewood hunting and whatnot, you know for a fact where some good stickage can be found. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
14.
You find one that is serviceable. This is fine. This will get you where you need to go. If you spend much more time out here, you might find a better one, but you won't have as much time to carve your jart.
Oh, he knows he needs to get started on it, so the serviceable one is fine.
Where do you post up to carve?
I'm gonna go outside of the Outrider base.
Sure.
Just sort of find a place where I can just like see what's going on. Arabin doesn't have a knife, so he's whittling with his sword.
oh my god.
Perfect.
My guy, we
Perfect.
live in a town where you could buy a knife for like a nickel.
But he's good with his sword.
Okay.
Is this an evil Jart now? Does the power pass off?
No, it's just a normal jar.
Haunted jar.
You post up outside of the crypt there, and you're working on it. At one point, you do see. You know what, Harper? Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
You gotta stop asking me for these.
I don't.
Where did my dice go? Jesus Christ.
You just had him.
That's a 14.
You do see Arabin as you are walking out. Do you loop Arabin into your conversation with your father?
I think it's kind of something natural of like I'm just kind of telling him about like the adventures and whatnot, and Arabin and Cecil come up in conversation, and speak of the devil, there he is right there. Arabin, hey, Arabin.
Oh, hey! And Arabin just like
Arabin.
stops and like looks at Harper's father.
Check it out, it's my dad.
Oh. Hello.
What, did you think you were seeing double or something?
Hello there. How you doing?
Good. I'm working on a chart.
Jar. Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's like a big dart. It's like a javelin.
No,
so
I
it's
get it. I had a couple Outrider friends when I was growing up. I get it. No, you there a jart contest going on this afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Dad, do you jart?
I jarted in my day.
Chart.
Chart.
And Arabin goes, "Hey, Harper, do you need fish?
I could always use more.
I could go catch one."
Did you catch any? I have enough to make like a small batch, but like if I more the merrier, honestly.
Arabin has been secretly hoping to fish because he wants to try to catch one with his hands.
Oh my god. I love you so much.
He's never had experiences like this.
I thought we were just gonna get I thought we were just going like full Final Fantasy JRPG, angsty teen with his fishing rod,
game.
Arabin is...
hair blowing in the wind.
Look, this...
as he reels in his rod.
If this
again.
episode is anything, it's the Animal Crossing episode, and Arabin is going full tilt.
Yes.
Whittling,
Yeah.
fishing.
Who do you have to pay a mortgage off to?
Oh.
Still Tom Nook.
Still Tom.
He's waiting.
Merry fucking candle nights.
That's new Night Captain Tom Nook to you.
That's a town treasurer, Mr. Rossetti, to you.
Haunted. Justin, go ahead. Roll me at disadvantage a sleight of hand to carve your jart.
Oh boy. The first roll was a 17. The second one was a 1.
There it
Oh
is.
no!
As you're getting up, so here's the thing. You started with that 17. Like, it was looking real good. And then as you stand up with thoughts of fish on your mind, your sword slips and just cuts the whole fucking thing in half.
Oh. Arabin looks like a broken man at this point.
That's what did it.
He was
The final
so
straw.
excited.
That was it.
He just like looks down at the jar, looks up to Harper, and then he just walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Arabin, you can use mine.
It's fine. They've got jarts. I just wanted to make it my own.
I know, buddy.
Yeah. Hate to
Ooh.
see it, man.
After Arabin kind of like gets out of earshot, I like continue on with my dad. I'm like, he's gonna be feeling that for like a week.
You know, a lot of people, they get up in their feelings. Yeah, happens. I was gonna say.
Arabin, when I first met him, I wouldn't have said had feelings, but like over the time I've known him, I think I've really coaxed some feelings out of him.
You know, Mel was a lot the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, she took her time to grow into her own. She's off doing her own thing now. She's doing the whole, like, going around adventuring or whatever it is they call it these
Mel's
days.
adventuring?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, like the whole thing with you know, the what's the word? The smithing and whatnot never really like stuck with her.
Yeah, it's like I picked up more of that from her folks than she did.
Ever woulda.
Huh.
Yeah.
Where do you know where she's at? Like,
Not a clue. No, she took off a couple years. Well, probably about 2 years ago now.
okay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'll be.
And your dad kind of trails off. Cecil,
Yes.
you are. Where do you spend the bulk of your day? At the kiosk or at the shop?
Cecil spends most of the day at the kiosk
Mm-hmm.
because that's where they're going to be and they want everything to be right. But they are going to get it all set up and then kind of... Cecil's not really going to run it. Cecil's going to shake hands
Mm-hmm.
and make connections and talk to everybody, and the kids are going to run it.
Sure.
Katie is running the shop
Gotcha.
today.
Cool. The moment you tell her that, is it at all before or is it the day of?
Oh no, there was a plan. So Cecil has let Katie plan most of the day.
Sure.
I mean Cecil decided where he was going to be and where
Mhm.
Katie was going to be, and then
Mhm.
kind of, you know, how we needed to figure out the rest of it, but kind of left who does what up to Katie.
Sure.
And how division of labor was going to be and how much prep there should be, and just kind of really giving her the reins a little bit there and letting her see what it would be like.
Mm-hmm.
So with the understanding that she absolutely doesn't want to be stuck in the store, and maybe this will help.
Katie does fine. It's not the best plan, but for someone who is like 17, maybe 18 years
Mhm.
old, like, she puts together a incredibly coherent, like, okay, strategy as far as anything else goes. It wouldn't have been exactly what you would have done, but it's not you doing it, so of course not.
Right. And I think that's part of the point, is that Cecil wants Katie to do things her own way a little
Sure.
bit. And we're trying to see who all can step in and step up, because, you know, who knows
Mm-hmm.
what skills these kids may or may not have, or what they might be interested in. But also, you know, Katie probably won't be here forever.
Right.
But Cecil will. Cecil's going to die in this tea shop.
Correct. So it's the morning of things are beginning to open up. Katie, it kind of looks up at you, is like, all right, boss, what's the plan? I mean, you know, we've got everybody else. Everything else seems to be pretty well lined up and put together. How we doing this?
We'll have to do plenty of prep work this morning, make sure everything's ready, and then we need to have everything ready to serve about mid-morning over there. People like their morning tea, right? But
Yep. I've got the dipping sticks ready to go. First batch is already in there, so you should be good to go on that.
And we're just going to keep churning them out.
Okay.
Churning.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day if you don't laugh at my jokes, Katie.
I know it is.
Yes. Anyway, keep churning them out. We'll just, if there's extras, there's extras. If we don't sell them, we don't sell them. They're cheap.
Sure.
It's fine. I'm not worried about overhead today.
Okay.
It's the 69th. We're going to go big.
I don't like that you make that joke, but fine.
It is the 69th. It's a special anniversary, Katie.
She just shakes her head in disgust.
Katie, 69 has like magical like significance, like because it's like in perfect unison. It's a
deception check
Are you telling me that it doesn't, Chase?
versus her arcana.
There we go.
okay. See, my favorite thing about the way I built Cecil was very specific. Cecil's persuasion and deception are exactly the same.
Cool.
So it doesn't matter if he's lying or not. 24.
She just kind of puts her head in her hands like, yep, okay, whatever you say, boss.
It'll be a good day, Katie. Forget about everything else for a bit.
Yeah. It'll be a busy one, but we're going to do well.
And make sure you find time. You know, I know you tried to color code there to get everybody some time off and out of the shop. Make sure you do too.
Yeah. No, I've got the, like, 2 to 3. They should be announcing the Cookoff winner around that time. So
Perfect.
hopefully I'll be able to check that out.
There you go. Get something besides churros.
Mm.
Churros
Dippin'
all the way
sticks.
down. Dippin' sticks. It's such a better name. It's why I have you all around to check me on the names, you know.
Happens.
It happens, you know. I'm glad here in the shop you could get the full name of the minnow up on the sign because we couldn't get it out there at all.
Yeah, no, I had to get Eva to do it. Like, she's much better with, like, the chalk penmanship going on there. Chalkmanship?
Chalkmanship, I do believe is the word. Yes, that is a skill you can roll for.
What?
Never mind. Anyway, it's not important right now. We'll be good. You've got this.
All right.
Did I tell you you're getting time and a half today?
No. Is everyone getting time and a half today?
No.
Cool. She nods like, I got you.
Right. Let's do this then.
All right. And Katie posts up, grabs a rag, and starts wiping down tables one last time.
Cecil goes and gets the covered giant metal tray that has been enchanted to keep warm. It's a hot plate.
It's a hot plate.
It's a hot plate, but it's also like in a bag as well. So he picks up the delivery bag of dipping sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
just,
it's a magic pizza box.
it's a magic pizza box of churros.
Full of churros. Yeah. No, I got you. That sounds delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. And takes that and we hoof it out to the portable scroll.
You hoof it out, and as you're walking by, you see Arabin looking dejected and sad in a way off towards the lake.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
If only Arabin played the lute.
Arabin, you get yourself out to Miller's Pond, and you're gonna do some fishing.
Mm-hmm. He wants to, at least make sure he comes back with a fish. So he has taken the half of the stick that was going to be the jart that is now broken and fashioned it into sort of a rod with some string.
Sure.
And he's going to try to just catch a fish proper first.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a survival check.
Survival, eh?
Survival. Make a survival check.
That's a wisdom skill.
Yep.
Hey, Chase.
Arabin's very bad day.
You
I'm switching
peel
dice.
back and cast, and the whole fucking thing just like launches into the middle of the pond.
Oh no.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, that's a 12.
Okay. You curse loudly, presumably, and you hear kind of walking up behind you, some footsteps. You turn around and you see kind of an older guy just kind of rolling up out of town. Looks like he followed you as you were walking around. Seems to have a solid, like, traveler's kit with him. Hey there, man. How you doing?
Who are you?
You call me Ken. I'm just in from out of town. I saw you have been an issue out there. Can I give you some advice?
Wait, did you follow me here?
I mean, my town's just right over there. I saw you kind of rolling out.
Okay, sure.
Well, first off, I'd consider using a real rod. And he hands you like an actual fishing rod.
Well, yeah, of course. I just used what I had on hand.
Oh, I understand. Your luck's gonna go a whole lot better for you if you use the right tool for the job.
So what are you, like a fishing rod salesman, or?
No, I'm just a bit of a traveler. That's all. I see people when they're having some issues, and I help them out where I can.
Insight check.
Go for it.
He just wants to give you his old rod.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that's a 5.
Get new dice, my dude.
I switched dice already.
Just kind of seems like a nice older dude.
Okay, well, I'll give this a shot then.
Go ahead and roll survival at advantage.
Okay, that is a 16.
Okay. He gives you like just like a couple of pointers in using the actual rod itself. I imagine Arabin hasn't done much actual like fishing in his life, has he?
No, it's sort of like when you have seen people do something and they make it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, I could do that.
Yeah, exactly. And so this guy, Ken, teaches you how to like cast a line pretty well, and his instruction is very good and like just very much gels with how your brain works. So you cast and you've got it.
Harper's got her father. I have a father figure.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I think I got the hang of this.
You know what the best part of this is?
What's that?
Having a drink while you wait.
Yeah.
And Ken pulls out from his bag a thing of whiskey and pours like a half tumbler for each of you and passes you one and grabs a seat in the sand and watches the line with you.
So Arabin is a very suspicious person by nature, so I don't think he drinks.
You may
it
roll
right
another
away.
insight. Yes.
So that insight check was a 12.
There's definitely something more going on here, but you're not getting a malicious vibe. You're getting genuine helpful. You see Ken takes a big long sip out of the tumbler that he poured for himself. I'll take a sip out of yours if that's what you're looking for, man. Like I promise.
I wasn't having any suspicion. It's I just don't drink very often is all.
Sure. Fair enough.
Arabin sniffs the whiskey.
Survival again.
That's a nat 20.
Finally.
That is weird. That not only is that whiskey, that good whiskey. That's good. Like, this guy has poured you some, like, maybe not top shelf, but definitely like second or third. Like, it's up there.
All right. Arabin takes a small, polite sip.
Mm-hmm. It's a little early for whiskey, but not bad.
All right. And then he puts it down, continues fishing. So where do you come from, Ken?
Oh, I've been all over. You know, I spent most of my life kind of wandering around, meeting folk, doing what I need to do, and helping out where I can.
You been in Barron for long, or just passing through for the festival?
No, just passing through festival. Festivals always kind of draw me. I'm a bit of a sucker for them, Lots of people getting together, maybe putting some money down on things.
Interesting. So you just travel? Got any family, friends?
My family are those who need me.
Oh, I think I got something.
Oh, okay, all right. Ken gets up. Go ahead, roll me one more survival check at advantage.
That is a 18.
That's a lucky roll for you. Yeah, no, this guy, Ken, kind of like guides you through reeling the line in, and you get a primo catch, a nice like big pike that you get reeled in there. You know that Harper's been utilizing those a fair bit.
They are freshwater fish. I just looked, so we're good.
I'm very fucking glad.
Hey, look, I got one.
Oh yeah, you did.
I should probably get back into town and get this to Harper.
Oh, sure. I'll be around though. Let me know if there's something else I can help you out with.
Yeah, it was nice and kind of strange meeting you.
I get that.
Well, have a good day.
You too. And you head back into town.
I've been everywhere, Ken. I've been everywhere.
I am suspicious.
Absolutely an archfey. 100% an archfey.
We found him. We found the second one. Or same one.
Y'all have no fucking clue what I'm doing here.
This is Chase's self-insert. He's just a guy.
He's just Ken.
Y'all, here's the thing. Y'all are gonna figure it out. You're gonna be so fucking mad at me.
I already am.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
that's
a good impulse.
This is a great Chase Greenlee throws the dart, except he's being a real bitch about it this time.
He'd be real obvious about the dart.
Being a real
I'm sorry.
snooty about it.
Hey, you
You're
know
being-
what? It's
Hey,
been
you
6 years. I'm allowed to be a bitch about some of these darts. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Griffin at GriffCold, and Ryan at RyanRolled20. You can find Justin on TikTok at JustJustinMichael, and myself at TQLoudly. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember to use the right tool for the job, not just the one that's on hand. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.